Tigers surely are with 1:53 to go. It's not over yet.
Tell you what, I think they let the time run out, took the 5 yards because Jordan made a great play. He was out of breath. You don't want to make a mistake from being tired at a critical time like this. 5 yards means nothing. Hold on to the ball.
What a football game. 1:53 to go. First and 15 now to the penalty. And there's nothing there for the Clemson run as fullback Jeff McCall is knocked down at the Nebraska 45. That might be the last one. I believe it is. Nebraska's last timeout has just been signaled for. 1:43 to play. 1:43 to go, and Clemson looking for the national championship that's eluded them so long. A minute and a half, a little more away.
This is your chance, America. Your chance to show the world's great road cars just how good an American car can be. The name of this great new car is Pontiac 6000, an exciting new front-wheel drive automobile that does its talking where it counts. Road. It's loaded for bear with an electronically fuel-injected 4-cylinder engine, McPherson strut front suspension, power rack and pinion steering, and available V6 or diesel. So let's go Pontiac 6000. Now, the excitement really begins.
When we test Goodyear tires, we really test Goodyear tires. For rumble, squeal, expansion slap, traction, shake, wobble, nibbling, bounce memory, stability, high speed, response quickness, hydroplaning, ice and snow skid, curb scuffing, tread wear, thump, slaloming, steering return, and roughness, to name a few of our tests. It's testing like this that adds that one crucial ingredient to every Goodyear tire: confidence.
Clemson locker room, and Goosey number 1. Their coach told him to be loosey-goosey, Danny Ford did.
They were.
Well, they're apparently loose, but they're surely still number 1.
Yeah, they need the loosey in front of that goosey. I think that's a necessity.
Both these clubs trained to a fine edge. They've not played in 6 weeks prior to tonight, but they've been drilling the whole time coming up to a championship night. Homer Jordan on the sprint out. Calls his own number again, and Homer's down to the 40 and stays inbound. Tom Osborne and his Huskers out of timeouts as the game clock is down to 1:30 and running. The Clemson players very conscious of those who would repudiate their number 1 ranking, but Clemson is the only team in the nation to have defeated 2 teams currently ranked in the top 10. Second-ranked Georgia and 9th-ranked North Carolina, the Gator Bowl winner.
You know, and I think if Nebraska stops Clemson on 3rd down, it'll be interesting to see if Ford punts. I'm sure he will. But they'll only have about 30 seconds left, and it's a great commentary for the offensive line of Clemson.
We're down inside a minute to go as Clemson goes to the run. Other than Clemson, this has not been a good year to be number 1 in college football. Week number 1, the Wolverines were number 1. Notre Dame was number 1. The second week of the season, they were gone quickly. USC held it for a while, but they left. Texas had the top ranking. They were knocked off. Penn State then had it for a couple of weeks. And then Pitt took over. Clemson held it, took it over in the 13th week of the season. These Clemson Tigers were not even in the top 20 at the outset of the season. The game winds down. Congratulations to the Orange Bowl committee, volunteers all who put their hearts and minds and everything they've got into a great week culminating in this game. The president of the Orange Bowl committee, Steve Hudson, the president-elect, Charles Kimbrell, Vice President Steve Lynch and Bob Lafferty and John Holt, Frank Callahan. Reason to celebrate in Miami as Coach Danny Ford, the Coach of the Year, 17 seconds away from locking up a national championship. 33 years old.
Don, there's a lot of discussion going on right now, and those people that think the ball game is over have to wait just a second. How many games have ended 17 seconds to go? Now, we've already got the outstanding players, but we haven't got the final score. The outstanding players are very well deserved. I can't think of any 2 who deserve it more. Jeff Davis from Clemson, all over the field all night. Homer Jordan doing the offense as well as he did. They're talking about whether or not to punt it. The assistant coaches are trying to convince Ford to fall on the ball, and I think they've done it.
Well, 17 seconds away from the national championship. What a night for Danny Ford and the Clemson Tigers. The executive producer of NBC Sports is Don Ohlmeyer. The coordinating producer of football is Ted Nathanson. Tonight's telecast of the 1982 Orange Bowl was produced by Mike Wiseman, directed by John Gonzalez. And here is Homer Jordan running out the clock if he can. Down to 12 seconds, 10 seconds, and it can't stop now. Nebraska's out of timeout, and Clemson has indeed proved itself to be the #1 team in all of college football. Now people file out onto the field with 6 seconds left.
A lot of things happened, Don, with a few seconds left in a football game. The officials had to stop it. The people were coming out on the field. I think there's a good chance that Nebraska will get one more play. It looks like a kickoff defense back there. They've got 6 defensive backs as far back as they can go. I'm sure they'll put their best 4 rushing linemen trying to get to the quarterback. Not much doubt as to what Nebraska will try to do. Anything short of the end zone, the ball game's beneath.
6 seconds to go. We'd like to thank our NBC statisticians, Steve Dan, spotters Tom Simmons, and Jeff Rhodes, as we have just 6 seconds away. Nebraska lining up. Clemson's got about 15 people, it looks like, playing center field.
They've got 6. They've got 6 back there playing center field, Don. They've got 7 in the secondary. They're going to rush 4 people
Danny
after
Ford.
the passer. Danny's concerned. I've seen too many ball games. You can just go one year back. J.C. Watts wins in the last few seconds of the ball game. Ball games aren't over until it's over.
All right, 6 seconds to go. Maurer throws it up for grabs. There's 5 defenders back there, and Head knocks it down. The game runs out, and Clemson wins the national championship of college football. As Danny Ford leads the Tigers into the locker room. 22-15 the score. Clemson led at the outset 3-0. Nebraska came right back and scored on a sustained march. It looked like the Huskers were in the roll. Clemson took the lead at the half, never gave it up, extending it to 22-7. And then holding on and winning 22-15, completing the dream season, the perfect year. 12-0 in a national championship.
Don, I think more indicative than the fact that they even won the national championship is how they won it. Nebraska came back, had all the momentum going their way with a little more than 4 minutes to play. They held the ball and ran out the clock except for the last 6 seconds. And I mean, they deserve to be national champions.
Celebrate good times. Come on, and let's go down now to the Clemson locker room and Bob Trumpy. Bob?
Thank you, Don. Well, you had one as a graduate assistant under Bear Bryant. Now you got your own, a national championship.
Well, I think I'll wait till Tuesday or whenever they vote and see that. But, you know, a lot of people didn't believe in Clemson, and I think that we got a mighty fine group of young men. And all except about 2 missed tackles out there. We played pretty good, and then we tried to make it so close we couldn't hardly stand it out there. But our guys were fighters, and they did a super job. I think our coaches had a great game plan. Our guys executed real well. We were very, very happy, and this all won't sink in after a while.
Danny, I got to ask you tonight, what was the turning point in the ball game? When did you feel that all of a sudden Clemson was beginning to play its game?
Well, I think when we thought they came at us pretty good there the first drive they had. They moved it pretty good and scared us a little bit. We watched them in warm-ups a lot quicker than we thought. We thought we'd be a little bit quicker than them, but I think they got tired a little bit quicker than we did. And early in the second quarter, you could see them gasping for air a little bit. Now, we felt like we could get them in the fourth quarter then, and the punt return was a very big part of our football game. But we didn't get but 3 points out of it. But we did, I know, just a great job. All our fellas did a great job.
As always, in this situation, you pass out plaudits to a great many people. Where do you start?
Well, I think first of all you got to start with all these mom and daddies of these boys in here, or these young men, because without their mothers and daddies they wouldn't be here. And then you got to start with their players. Then our assistant coaches did a great job. Then you got to start with the wives of all the coaches who let them coach all the time. And we had a great university, Clemson University.
Congratulations! Back to the booth with Don Cricky and John Brody.
Thank you, Bob. And there it is, a national championship for Clemson. The game, everything it was cracked up to be, coming right down to the wire, and Clemson proving to the world they are indeed number one. Congratulations to Danny Ford, to the Tigers, to everybody who backs this Clemson football team. They did a masterful job tonight at the Orange Bowl. A great game again, the 48th renewal of one of the hallmark events in college football. The final play of the game, this is an earlier touchdown. And here are the highlights as they all come up very quickly, but in the end, it was Clemson. Now for John Brody and Bob Trumpy, this is Don Cricky. Glad you could be with us at the 1982 Orange Bowl. Good night, Happy New Year.
A promotional fee has been paid to NBC by United Airlines. We serve more of this land's top 100 business centers than any other airline. Fly the friendly skies.
A promotional fee has been paid to NBC by Hilton. When American business hits the road, American business stops at Hilton, America's business address.
This has been a presentation of NBC Sports, the leader in innovative sports television.
A brutal mass murder, and Perillo declares war on the gangs Thursday on Hill Street Blues.
Happy New Year from WTVO Rockford.
United Auto Workers built this machine. It's not as flashy as a new sports car, but it happens to be one of the finest tractors made in the world today. The point is, if United Auto Workers can build the finest farm equipment, if we can build a space shuttle, then we can build the finest cars. Sure, there have been some problems, but now there's a new commitment by the car companies to design them right and engineer them right, and we're committed to building them right. A secure job's an important part of this. It strengthens our commitment to quality. UAW wants to help make America work again.
This weekend, AAA Sports celebrates the first snow of the season and its first anniversary with fantastic savings. Check out this K2 package, or this Rossignol Apache package, or this K2 Exhibition package. For the expert skier, Nordic account boots, regularly $295, now AAA price at $168. And these Susie Chaffee vests, regularly discounted to $49.95, now $19.95. Plus all head downhill skis, just $89. Or 2 complete cross-country ski packages, just $100. And all ski clothing is discounted this weekend at all 3 AAA Sports locations.
Ring in the new year. Edson Motors is offering a $1,000 trade-in for your car on any car purchase tomorrow. Shop Edson Motors, 1623 Broadway.
Rockford police have a new contract. Their old one was up about midnight. About the same time, they agreed on a new one. Officers have yet to vote. The Pope comes out with his strongest support yet for the workers in Poland. Those stories and more next.
In World War II, it was United Auto Workers that built the planes, tanks, trucks, and jeeps that helped win the war.
Today, United Auto Workers build the best tractors and heavy equipment in the world.
We built the space shuttle.
And we still can make the best cars in the world.
Now there's a new commitment by the car companies to design them right and engineer them right, and we're committed to building them right.
A secure job is an important part of this. It strengthens our commitment to quality.
That's good for the union, and it's even better for this country. The UAW wants to help make America work again.
They don't do nothing different. They walking babies runs home.
Whoa, one more time. It's New Orleans 1926, and Big Bertha's Touring Company is in town. And you best believe fun was had by all.
February 9th and 10th at Coronado Theater, Rockford. Tickets now on sale.